Shalom. First, I give all glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakash. The belongs to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, likewise, brothers, but on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and two brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title, Don't Bow to Him. Let's go into the first book here. This is the book of Proverbs 1 and verse 20, and it reads, Wisdom cried without, she uttered her words in the street. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gate. In the city she uttered her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Lately, you have the elders and many other brothers that are putting out videos concerning that this ministry is not about entertaining you jakes out there. Okay? You're not impressing us with scorning. We've all been out in the world. There's many well-accomplished men of the Lord in this ministry. When we were in the world, we were accomplished in what trade or jobs that we were in, or what position we held in society. Okay, but the Lord, the Mashiach, called us out of that illusion or that delusion that we were living in, thinking that we were going to thrive or live forever here in Great Babylon, America, and showed us something better, that we were gods. That we are from a royal family, that we are here in Great Babylon, America, being punished for our iniquities. And he gave this truth to the man that you see sighing and crying out in the highway and the byway. And we are ordered to go out in the highway and the byway to share, or to tell you about the glory of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai and his son, the Hamashiach, the judgments that's coming here to Great Babylon, America, and the gift that we all going to receive, which is everlasting life and rulership in the kingdom of heaven. But y'all don't want to listen to that. Y'all prefer to bow down to this doggone devil that treats you like dog. This is what these people are doing. Take a look at this and tell me this is not the way they treat dogs. Look at this. Can you tell the difference between the dogs and our people? Continuing, it says, Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I'll make known my words unto you. Check this out.
Here to call the immigration service because they treated her like an animal. I believe everybody, not only my sister, everybody had the right to have a hearing with the judge, get in front of the judge and tell him, hey, this is who I am. And the end, if the judge gonna deport you, that's fine. But I think there is a process that we can follow and treat you like a human, not like animal. My sister has been treated like animal over there. She cannot sleep. She not even shower since she got there, and she doesn't have any food. She says she just got a little water and one Capri-Sun juice, and that's it. And that's it's really bad. Not only that, but she's sick, and I'm afraid like something bad is gonna happen to her.
And she was just diagnosed, we're told, with hepatitis B. Just a short while ago, Emma actually called her son here, Collect, and we were able to hear her speaking and asking for help. She says she's getting just a juice, occasionally a water. She has just a small blanket. They're sleeping. Some people are sleeping on the floor. And what you were telling me earlier is that you consider those conditions inhumane. Yeah, and your problem isn't so much that she's been detained, but it's just the way that she's being treated.
Yeah, that's the problem, how she's being treated, and not only that, but she said they pushing her like to sign the deportation, and then we don't want that. We want her to get out, and then if the judge gonna deport her, that's fine. But I think there is a process to follow, and not treat her like in the way they are now.
And as you saw in that video, that's just one of tens of thousands of our people that are right now in these kennels, and that's exactly what they are, kennels. Other terms that is used is internment camps. They call them detention centers, but in reality, when you take a look at it, because every time you hear these Edomites speak about us, they refer to us as animals. And how do you treat animals? Well, you've seen all the zoos across this country. In fact, when you go back in history, Jakes was part of the zoo show. They used to have us in cages. So it's right back again. You're in cages like animals, like dogs, okay? like in a kennel, and yet so you have the nerve to mock and ignore the man of the Lord who's trying to give you this warning. This is Isaiah 31:1, because this makes up the majority of you jakes out there. You haven't woken up. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither see the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. We know horse symbolizes power.
There it is. Come here. Let me have that. Come here. So let me say this. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia.
And you're right. The so-called white man does have a lot of power. He was given that power. Okay? He was given that power. This is his blessing. He has a sword, the wealth, the money, okay, and the woman. He has everything. And you love that, okay? You love that because it's tangible, it's right there, you can see it. So you don't mind being an animal, do you, Jake? Yet he also is wise and will break evil and will not call back his words, but will rise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Y'all prefer to work against the servants of the Mashiach. Y'all prefer to go and join the enemy. Y'all prefer to kiss this man's image no matter what he does to you.
Critics call the roving raids racial profiling. CBS's Camila Montoya Galvez reports.
Damn, bro, they got raided right now.
This immigration raid at a Home Depot parking lot in Los Angeles called Operation Trojan Horse is generating renewed backlash against the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration.
Several agents got out from the back of the truck and started grabbing people.
This worker was able to flee, but 16 others, including his brother, were detained and transported in the back of a moving truck.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 2:14. The question has to be asked: is Israel, 12 tribe of Israel, particularly you 2/3, a servant? Are you a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Check this out.
Clear what Kristi Noem is referring to in that release, only that she will speak on what she calls, as you mentioned, Dana, the worst of the worst who have been arrested. Noem's office will also talk about state partnerships with immigration and customs enforcement to expand detention facilities. Now, her visit comes just days after she announced the state of Indiana is teaming up with DHS to expand an ICE detention space in what they've named the, quote, Speedway Slammer. This is where the state will add about 1,000 beds to the Miami Correctional Facility in North Central Indiana for people here in the U.S. illegally who commit crimes.
And as you saw in that clip, okay, they intend to build canals or these kennels all across this country. In fact, they already have them established. This is just making news right now because what they're pretending like they haven't, they're just preparing for putting us in cages, okay, and beheading us and killing us and torturing us, when in fact this has already been planned a long time ago, okay? They already planned this a long time ago. They already have all of these kennels or internment camps all over the place. We already showed you the map or the FEMA map many times in these videos. So this is nothing new. You can see out here in El Paso, look at this. Okay? This is where you're going to be. And I go down the highway and the byway, and the other camps go down the highway and the byway out here in Texas and tell you, okay, right here in Texas, a red state, this is where you're going to be. You see any water around? You're putting all this money into putting you into cages, Jake. And you still want to walk around with a slave mentality. You still want to bow down to the enemy that hates your guts. You prefer not to listen to the chosen man of the Lord, the Hamashiach, that is coming out here and speaking to you. We don't speak with fear. We're not holding back our words. We don't hide our faces behind no mask. We bring it up, we put it out here. This is Proverbs 29, and Psalms 24 reads, whoso is partner with a thief hated his own soul. He heard cursing and berated. No, which is talking about the false accusation that this man make on us. In fact, many of you actually agree with it. Okay, yeah, people behave badly sometimes. But who really holding the power? Who really is, the manufacturer? Okay, who has the R&D? Okay, research and development. Who has all those things? Who has everything? Who has the ability to do bad things, say bad things? Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. But y'all go along with it. Okay, go along to get along, right? Y'all just follow. It says the fear of man bringing a snare, but whoso put his trust in the Lord Yahweh should be safe. Why? Because he's the judge. He's a judge, jury, and executioner. So the hell you fear any man, especially the so-called white man. His objective is plain and simple. He hates your ass and he promises to kill you. Huh? Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment coming from the Lord Yahweh. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So we're an abomination to the wicked. In his ways, it's always going to be grievous and an abomination to us. Okay, so that we can never agree with this man. We can never see ourselves bowing to him. We just can't do it. Our knees are too stiff. We can't bow. Our necks are too stiff. We cannot bow to this doggone devil. Let's go over the book of 1 Corinthians 16 and verse 13. It says, watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men. Be strong. We're not servants. We're kings, soon to be gods. Walk like it, Jake. Stop bowing to this doggone devil. Lord willing, the elect was edified at the close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Shalom.